Dodie Osteen, widely revered as the spiritual heart of Lakewood Church in Houston, Texas, passed away peacefully at the age of 91. Her life was a living testimony to unwavering faith, spiritual resilience, and tireless service to her community. Dodie, the co-founder of one of the largest churches in the United States, was much more than a religious figure. She was a symbol of hope, compassion, and perseverance for countless believers around the world. Born in Baytown, Texas in 1933, Dodie lived through extraordinary personal and spiritual milestones. Alongside her husband, Pastor John Osteen, she founded Lakewood Church in 1959. What started as a small Baptist congregation eventually transformed into a global spiritual powerhouse, broadcasting sermons and messages of hope to millions every week. Dodie stood steadfastly at the heart of it all, not in the spotlight, but behind the scenes, providing the nurturing and spiritual strength that allowed the church to grow. From personal struggle to spiritual triumph, one of the most defining aspects of Dodie Osteen's life was her miraculous recovery from liver cancer. In the early 1980s, she was diagnosed with the disease and given only a few weeks to live. Yet, with unshakable faith, intense prayer, and a supportive community, Dodie survived. Her healing was nothing short of extraordinary and became a central testimony in her life's work. She authored a book about her journey that served as a source of inspiration to thousands facing life-threatening illnesses. Even in her later years, Dodie remained active in ministry, hosting healing services and praying over individuals with the same compassion that once carried her through her own darkest hours. Her ability to relate to those suffering, not just as a minister, but as someone who had suffered herself, gave her words a deeper, more healing power. She didn't merely talk about miracles, she lived one. Devotion to family and ministry. Dodie's relationship with her family was deeply intertwined with her commitment to the church. She was married to John Osteen for over 4 decades before his passing in 1999. Together, they raised 5 children, including Joel Osteen, who would go on to become Lakewood Church's senior pastor. Throughout his rise in prominence, Dodie remained a constant presence, not just as his mother, but as his most trusted spiritual advisor and supporter. Her nurturing nature extended beyond her family to the entire church congregation. Fondly known as Mama Dodie, she made it a priority to connect with church members on a personal level. She visited the sick, prayed with the hurting, and often led intimate prayer sessions. Despite the enormity of Lakewood Church's reach, she never allowed the ministry to lose its human touch. An icon of quiet strength unlike many in the public religious sphere, Dodie Osteen was not drawn to celebrity or grandeur. Her strength lay in quiet acts of kindness, whispered prayers, and handwritten notes of encouragement. She never sought the limelight, yet her influence extended across the globe. Her humility, gentleness, and unwavering belief in God's goodness stood as a model for Christian living. Even during public services, Dodie was more likely to be seen sitting quietly in the front row, offering her support through presence rather than performance. Her ability to remain grounded despite the colossal growth of Lakewood Church was something that inspired many. While the world recognized her as the matriarch of a megachurch, those who knew her simply saw a woman of grace and faith. A lasting legacy beyond the pulpit. Dodie Osteen's passing marks the end of an era, but her legacy continues to thrive in the lives she touched. From those she prayed over to the millions inspired by her books and testimonies, Dodie's impact cannot be overstated. Her story continues to be a source of comfort and strength for individuals navigating their own spiritual journeys, especially those battling illness, grief, or hopelessness. She leaves behind not only a thriving ministry, but a blueprint for how to live a life of faithfulness, service, and love. Her influence endures through her children, grandchildren, and the generations of believers who saw her as a spiritual mother. Dodie Osteen's life was a reminder that one does not need to be loud to lead, nor flamboyant to inspire. Sometimes, the most powerful legacies are forged in quiet faith and daily acts of love. Farewell to a beloved matriarch as the Lakewood Church community and the world mourn the passing of Dodie Osteen. Her memory remains a guiding light. Her departure is felt deeply, but her presence lives on in every corner of the church she helped build, in the family she raised, and in the countless lives she influenced through prayer and compassion. Her son Joel Osteen, in remembering his mother, spoke of her devotion to faith, her love for her family, and her endless generosity of spirit. These were the qualities that defined Dodie, not just as a matriarch or a minister, but as a beloved child of God. Her life's work is a testament to what is possible when one surrenders to faith, walks in obedience, and loves unconditionally.